Hello everyone, and welcome to Ant News Network News. Hello everyone, welcome to ANN episode 40. Today, got a bit of a podcast style going on. Basically been super busy. And if I do a podcast, I can still get the news out, but I don't have to make a video. So really, I'm being lazy. Anyway, up first in the news today, and we got loads of news because it's a podcast and I don't have to make a video, so I can make way more news. I'm basically feeding me ants as well, so I thought while I'm feeding me ants, I'll do the news. Excuse any noise in the background too, that's my 3D printers. But they're being as quiet as they can. Anyway, first up, we got a science bit. In the desert, you might know that Cataglyphis species, that's where they live. And because it's so kind of sparse and there's so little food, sometimes their trails can go for over a kilometre to kind of find any sort of food at all. And basically, a load of researchers found that if the ants live on a flat plain, the chances are that if they've got a nest in a flat place and there's no other kind of things to look at, say it's literally is just a flat plane of sand, that some of the Cataglyphis species will make a little mound, and they use that so they can look around on this flat plane and they'll spot their little mound from really far away and use it as kind of a part of their mapping process. Normally, because it's so far as well, they have to use a different mapping process to most ants who use pheromone trails, whereas the Cataglyphis, they will look at the sun and then count their steps at whatever angle they are, and somehow they manage to remember the amount of steps they took. Not really sure how they do it, but it's pretty impressive. But they also use visual data, like their anthill in this case. They know that they only do it as well for looking out, or not looking out for. They only do it as something to keep an eye on, because if the ants live on like a shoreline where there's already a natural thing that they can look at and use to map where they are, they won't actually build the towers, which can sometimes be about 40 centimetres tall. So the towers do seem to just serve the purpose of being a visual navigation tool. So, channel news, what have we got? Ants made a great video this week on Lasius neoniger, and I quite like these little ants because they're basically the American version of Lasius niger, which they're pretty good. I think they're quite underrated as species go, but they're definitely not underrated in the starter ant department, but they can make great colonies. But he did a whole video on some of their characteristics, all sorts of things, facts, footage, and foraging behaviours. Over on the Holler for Extra channel, he made loads of videos as normal, and since last time the news has been on, he's made way too many videos to cover them all. But recently, it seems that the mites, which are pretty much defeated now, he's got them on the ropes, I think, by the looks of it, and I think they're trying to do a comeback, but I think they're in their last death struggles now. Also, his fire ants that are in week 14 now, so 3.5 months old, they've exploded in number. He recently changed their nest into a Gen 4, I believe, setup with a nice big outworld. Well, not big, but big enough for them, outworld. And yeah, they seem to have exploded in size already. Over at Antopia Ants, or is it Antopia US? I'm not sure. I swear it's Antopia USA. But he's basically got himself a custom massive tar heel nest. The nest is amazing. And to live in it, he has a 6-queen Myrmicomendax colony. And yeah, both of these things are absolutely awesome. It's definitely worth checking out his video because yeah, it's bloody awesome. Over on Big Ross's channel, he made a review on the Hex Nest, which has recently turned up on the scene. It was a really good review, and the honesty was, well, it's really going to help a lot of people, I think. Maybe even stop a few people having a bad experience. But I really like the review and definitely worth checking out. You can find all the links to all the channels and everything in the comments below as well. So on to one of my, well, it definitely is my favourite video of the last week, and that was Basic Ants. He done a 48 days of growth video where every day he basically took a little short snippet of video of his Lassius Niger Queen from the day that he found her, day 1, all the way up to the 48th day. And it was brilliant just watching her gradually. The eggs turned into larvae, the larvae turned into pupae, and eventually by the 48th day she has, by the looks of it, about 5 workers going on. But it's a brilliant video, and it must have taken loads of effort to kind of film them every day and remember to do it and everything else. So thanks Basic Ants for that great video. Competition time over at Ants on Top's channel. He's hit 1,000 subs, congratulations, and is having a giveaway. If you want to be in for a chance to win some of the prizes he's got going on, you should head over to his channel and watch his latest video where he describes everything you need to do. Let's head over to the man with green fingers, Antscapes. So I've been keeping an eye on his channel recently, and a little video came up where he showed his new and other animal room, and my god, it looks amazing. He's basically got himself a whole garage, and all the walls are looking phenomenal, and they've all got loads of plug sockets. So the sky is the limit for the setups that you can have inside of the garage now, and I can't wait to see what Ryan does with the space. I think it's going to be amazing. Holifer again. Congratulations to Holifer, because, well, I saw a video and basically he had his 100k plaque. You can head over to the, I think it's on the Holifer Extra channel again, and watch that video. But he got a 100k plaque from YouTube. I headed over to his channel though and checked out how many subs he has. Turns out he's got 125,000 subs now. So massive congratulations to Holifer. The other day I was talking to one of my mates and he was there, oh yeah, I've been checking out some ant videos on, I can't remember if it was TikTok or Instagram or something. But yeah, he was like, I've been watching this one guy from Denmark, I think it was, or something he said. And I was like, is it Ant Holifer? And he's like, yeah, that's the guy. And it was amazing to kind of see that Holifer, he's making it round the world and he's going quite global now. Well done, Holifer. You're kind of getting everybody into ants, I think. Let's head round to D Colony. If you've been keeping up to date with his channel, you know he's got a massive Trachymyrmex destructor colony. And recently, he decided to add some new queens. I'm not going to say what happened, but the nest that they're living in is lovely. And he also shows you how to make it in a previous video too, which is absolutely brilliant. I really like the honey bit at the end as well. You'll have to watch it to see what I mean. Let's head over to KB Ants. KB has released a video this week on the Manica Rubida Challenge 2023, and it seems that his colony is thriving. He's gotten past the first hurdle of the first workers by the looks of it, and well, after that, hopefully the sailing gets a little bit smoother, it seems. And well, you're well on your way to having a colony of Manica Rubida, touch wood. I don't want to jinx anything, but the colony is looking really good. And I wish him all the best. Head over to his channel though and see how they've grown. Let's jump over to Happy Ant. Recently he put up a little video and it was an ant war in his backyard. And I just thought it was a great video. The comments are also brilliant. But I don't know, I don't get many around here, but I'd love to see, it sounds really bad, but I'd love to see a proper ant war. Every so often I've seen giant Formica rufa colonies going at it, and that's quite impressive, that is, because you've got like hundreds of thousands of these big ants, and they are just like scrapping away. And the war, like the front line of the attack, it can be at least 10-20 meters across, and that whole thing will just be scrapping ants. Hundreds of thousands of them. But yeah, Happy Ant got to watch a Flavus versus Niger fight. It looked pretty, awesome. Is probably not the right word, but it looked pretty awesome. Head of his channel though and check it out. You might, if you're really lucky, have spotted one yourself or maybe able to find one yourself. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it on the YouTube channel stuff. There's not really super loads of new ants either that I can tell. But anything new that comes up from now, I will keep an eye on. I hope you like the podcast style too, because, well, it's a lot easier for me to make it, so it gives me more time to make the ant videos. Also, it means the files that I upload to YouTube can be a lot smaller, because currently, got a rubbishest upload speed ever. Anyway, thanks for listening to the ANN News episode 40 podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of the format. Anyway, thanks for listening. Until next time, bye. And may your ants live long and prosper. Can't forget that bit. Bye.